going to do now, Mary, is we're going to take some of that fabulous local Minnesota meat, and today we're going to do lamb. And we're going to take this succotash one step further to make it a really fabulous Minnesota meal. And I have these two beautiful little lamb loin chops from a farm that I like to use here locally called Shepherd's Song. And we're just going to get our pan nice and hot, put in some olive oil again. And when you sear meat, you really want a hot pan. It should make some noise when you put your chop in there, like that.
That's noise.
That's great. There we go. That's pretty.
Beautiful.
And then while those are cooking, there's one more thing we're going to do to just really take our dish to the next level, and that is make a little bit of gremolata. And gremolata is such a useful thing for home cooks because it can, as I like to say, it can wake up food. And what it is, it's so simple. It's a mixture of garlic, parsley, and lemon peel.
Wow.
Those three things.
We have those things around the house most of the time.
I know,
think.
that's why it's so great. And here we have some of, look at this beautiful garlic that Paula gave me this morning to make this look at that. Isn't that just fantastic? And what I like to do when I prep garlic is I cut off the little nub like so, and then I just smash it, and then it just peels so easily. See that?
That's a great tip.
Isn't that nice? So what we're going to add to this now is just a little bit of this parsley, and pull off the stems.
More fresh,
more fresh
deliciousness.
Yep,
Yes.
and we have this basil and parsley already from before, so we'll just add that to it. And we're just going to chop this all up. Really, and you want to get it pretty fine. Now, Mary, what's your favorite herb with lamb?
I think people think mint, right?
Yep. So what I'm going to do is take this gremolata one step further, and I'm going to add some mint to it as well. So we're just going to chop this. Now we have mint, parsley, and there's a little bit of basil still in there from before. And you just want to get it nice and fine.
Chopping is an art.
Well, you need a sharp knife, and then that really helps. All right. Now, as I mentioned, we're going to add a little bit of lemon zest to that. And here I have a lemon. It's one of the only local things, except olive oil and salt and pepper, that we're not using. This is a zester.
Great.
And I'm just going to, you could use a grater, and I'm just going to put a little bit of lemon zest in there. And because we have the mint and we sort of have a sweet note to go with our lamb, I'm also going to add just a little bit of orange zest. And so we'll have both lemon, orange, mint, parsley, and garlic.
And another beautiful pop of color, too.
And I sort of like to keep the citrus a little bit bigger. So there we have a pretty classic gremolata. And I love gremolata because if you don't have time to make a sauce or be fancy, you just throw your fish on the grill, throw your meat on the grill, chop this up, and boom, you've got a really nice, delicious garnish that, as I like to say, will wake up the food.
And you think it goes with virtually anything, any meat or fish?
I do, and especially if you vary the herbs based on what you like as a cook. So here's our beautiful little loin chops. I like to cook them medium rare, and we'll just nestle those in our succotash. And then, again, kind of like what we did with the marigolds, we're just going to hit it, as I say, with our gremolata. And maybe put a little around the edge for just to make it pretty.
And there, get any prettier.
Now we've sort of used three steps: the basic succotash, and then we added our nice meat, and then we finished it with a garnish that's just going to give it that spark of deliciousness. Again, all Minnesota local except for the citrus, and really delicious.